Good evening, and welcome to a relaunch of Turnbuckle Thursdays. How the hell is everybody doing on this Thursday evening? Try a little bit of a different intro, mess with people's mind a little bit. Troy, I am flying solo for a little bit. Grim should be in chat, but welcome back, Turnbuckle Thursdays. This was a show we had done many months ago. This is actually how Grim got started on the Basement Show. I had invited him and a good friend of ours to do a collab show. It was me and Darth Nexus back in the day. The Nexus Nation has grown. He has moved on. But I figured, why not bring some turmoil back to the show? So I got Troy, Spawn, Cora, Jackie, a tired Grim, and the missus here. Good evening to all of you. So yes, this is a relaunch of a show that was I think the last time we did this was probably around this time last year. So I know we do have wrestling fans in our community. A lot of people have been asking for a show like this. I know Troy's big into wrestling. Cora, Grim, Jackie watches it occasionally. I watch it occasionally. So why not change some things up a little bit and bring it back? Bring back, like I said, some turmoil, hostility. I mean, it's all under the same umbrella, if you ask me. So I know we do have the Royal Rumble this Saturday. We will talk about that a little bit later. We do have Raw and SmackDown every single week. We will talk about that later as well. Right now, I want to gauge my audience. There's 8 of you in chat tonight, and that is freaking awesome. So let's rewind the clocks, say 20 years. So we're no longer in 2025. We were back in 2005. We're right after the Attitude Era. Wrestling's in that little bit of that lull. Who was the wrestler that you followed the most growing up as a kid? I mean, I know I was a big Mick Foley fan, Mankind, and so forth. So I am asking the chat, who did you all root for? Who got you into wrestling? It can be someone from the current day roster, the old roster, and so forth. Let's chit chat about the old days a little bit, the more glory days of wrestling, the Attitude Era, as they call it. That was it became WWE in, I think, 2003, 2004. So before that, you had the WWF. You had the World Wrestling Federation. So like you had your Stone Cold in their prime, the Undertaker in his prime. Like I said, Mick Foley had multiple personas. Triple H was just up and coming. Undertaker. So, I mean, you throw it back like 20 years and everything's different. Troy says he likes Stone Cold. And that's the bottom line because Mr. Evans said so. Jackie liked The Undertaker and Sting. Sting's a great choice. We have a real life Undertaker with Grim on the show. So there you go. I mean, now, I don't get me wrong. Nowadays, wrestling is good. But when you rewind the clock from when it was in its peak, the late 90s, early 2000s is when I watched it like weekly. I'm not going to use the R word, but I watched it weekly. I didn't want to miss this thing. I begged my mom to go to the local Hooters for the pay-per-views. So, I mean, that's when it like grabbed me in, was that time period. Who said she liked Stone Cold and HBK? The old days were better. I 100% agree with that statement. Like I said, today's getting better, but if you rewind the clocks 25 years, that was the prime of the industry. So that I feel is what helped grow what they are today. Sure, you can relate back to the late 80s and stuff like that, but that time period from 97, 98 to 2002, 2003, they call it the Attitude Reason for a reason, because that was the prime of it. That is like where the storylines were great. You had main event caliber matches every single night, and so forth. So, I mean, I feel we'll rewind the clocks a little bit. I know everyone likes the present day stuff. Cody Rhodes is a great champion, stuff like that. You just heard. Triple H, Paul Levesque just got let known he's going to be in the Hall of Fame for WWE this year. But I want to go back a little bit. So we're going to talk about the old school stuff tonight for a while. Then we can dive into this year's Royal Rumble if that's what people want to talk about. So let's have some fun first. Troy said he also liked The Rock. Now, Mr. Evans, this question is for you. Since you liked Stone Cold and The Rock, okay? If they were against each other, who are you pulling for more? Are you more Team Austin or are you more Team Rock? Because Austin and Rock, you think about it, they main evented what? WrestleMania 14, 15. I want to say 16. I think they did 3 consecutive years of Austin versus The Rock at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 15 of which was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I started watching when the WWF was on Prism and Saturday Night Main Event. There you go. So Grimm's going back even before our time. Because when I first started, Raw was considered Raw is War. That was the name of it. And then they dropped the Raw, then it moved to Spike TV, then back to USA. I mean, it's been all over the place. Like SmackDown, when that first started, it was Tuesday nights. It was pre-recorded. And then it would air on Thursday. So if you looked up after Tuesday night, Wednesday, you knew what happened SmackDown that week before you even watched it. That was kind of like that little spoiler. Like Alan and I watched it when it was the WWF, and that's fine. I mean, when I first started watching it was the WWF. Same when Miss Grimm probably started watching it was the WWF. Probably when Spawn was a little kid, it was still the WWF. I mean, guys, we're all old after a while. But Curtis, welcome back to Turnbuckle Thursdays, my friend. How are you doing tonight, my sir? Thank you for stopping in. I was in 5th and 6th grade. Then in Saturday morning cartoon WWF. There you go. They were very athletic with all the flips and jumps they do. You gotta be. I mean, you go to wrestling school for an absolute reason. You have to learn to take bumps. You gotta learn how to do the moves properly. Like, this stuff doesn't just come overnight. Some of these people have been doing this for years. We actually have a wrestling school right here in South Jersey, the Monster Factory. Grim can tell you about that when he's on. Because we're trying to get one of his friends on to join us 1 week for this show. Like, these people train for years before they even make it to the big show. So, I mean, sometimes you can train, but some you might not even be good enough to make it. Now, the school in Jersey, which is called the Monster Factory, everybody knows about that, has produced a lot of talent in the last couple of years. Sheamus, Gunsman, Max Fremont. Who else was there? Can't think of all the names off the top of my head, but like the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. If you ever look it up, you can see they have a list of accolades who have made it farther, like NXT, some in the WWE. I mean, it's incredible. It's a lot of hard work and dedication, that's for damn sure. Now, I never said I was going to be a pro wrestler, but I did township wrestling for a year, completely different. Then when you got older, Miss Grimm's going to sit there and shake her head and say, nope, not getting in this conversation. We used to do backyard wrestling. And backyard wrestling was geared towards WWF, WCW, and so forth. We thought we were those superstars. So, like, can't tell you how many times I've gotten my ass kicked. How many times I've gotten trash cans bashed over my head. I hit a cinder block one time. Knocked myself out cold. I mean, The Monster Factory, yes, Troy. That is 10 minutes down the road from my house, actually. Oh, ow. Did anyone hear that? Ow. That's a good one. You think I'm getting ready for a fight. But I heard, like I said, well, we launched the show. It was popular back then. What's the emoji for, Jackie? Well, I guess you're cracking my knuckle. I used to watch WCW and NWA. I never watched NWA. I will admit I'd never seen that, but I did watch WCW back in my day. I mean, WCW was very popular. It went toe to toe with WWF for many, many years, and then they made the dumbass mistake of making the statement they said live on their broadcast. Oh, can you believe it? This guy called Mankind is going to be the next WWF champion. And what do you know? People left WCW Nitro that night, switched over to Raw, and they never looked back. So if you honestly really think about it, that was the downfall of WCW. I think it was Bobby Heenan, actually, who made that announcement live on the show. I used to hang out with a bunch of the guys at ECW. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. We're going to be back joining me. I mean, he is hired tonight. Told him to take the night off. But Grim has stories about wrestling that would blow your mind around. Then we hung out with the guys from CZW. That is true. We did a couple CZW shows back in the day with Powerbomb Radio and stuff. So, I mean, we definitely made it around, sir. Let's see. My mom and I always would always watch and would go to matches. I've been to a handful. I mean, let's see. I've been to 2 Royal Rumbles, Elimination Chamber. What else? About 4 Monday Night Raws, 3 SmackDowns. I went up to the old Continental Airlines Arena in East Rutherford, New Jersey for Extreme Rules. So I've been to my fair share. And then that doesn't count for the CZW show that I went to in the day also. I mean, I got grounded. I was mad. I think it was 1998. It was a Thursday night right after we got done school that year. WCW Thunder was at the first what was it back then? The Spectrum. And I wanted to go so bad. I got myself in trouble and wasn't allowed to go. I was so mad. So I never made it to a WCW show. I was this close. But what was my favorite wrestler? I had a bunch. But to single out just one? Everybody who knows me knows I'm crazy. You like to take the challenges and stuff. So I would have to say my all-time favorite was Mick Foley's persona of Mankind. Which, if you don't know what Mankind looks like, I will show you a picture. Everyone should know who Mankind is. Let me see if I can pull this over real quick. Bear with me. Mankind. Here we go. Here they have some actual pictures of him as Mankind. There you go. Here's a funny one of them. This was one of his multiple personas that he had back in that time period. That is Mankind, known as Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. Oop, one way. There you go. But that he was my inspiration behind Backyard Wrestling. I thought he was untouchable and stuff like that. So Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, you can never go wrong with good old Terry Funk. You can't go wrong with Terry Funk. Terry Funk was an absolutely nutcase. But he was a great one. Do you remember Buddy Rogers? I don't. Glenn might. If my memory serves me right, there was a Mick Mass somewhere in the house. I'm sure there was at one point, Miss Grimm. I'm sure I did have something I had made at one point. Um, can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure I did have something related to Mick Foley. I know I read his book. The book is a good read. If you like reading autobiographies, Mick Foley's autobiography was great. But let's see, Buddy Rogers. Let's see if I can find a picture. I went to In Your House at WrestleMania when Rock and Stone Cold went for the belt. WrestleMania 15, good year. That is true. I am guilty of that. Miss Grimm is right. I had all the divas on my ceiling in my bedroom in my parents' house. But to my defense, I was a teenager. Miss Grimm, stop picking on me. And here is a picture of Mr. Buddy Rogers for you ladies. There you go. Pull that up. So you all can see it. There you go. There's Buddy. Hey, buddy. I mean, wrestling back in the 60s was a lot different than what it is now. I'm not picking on you, just stating this has been a long time in the making. That is all. Oh, goody. I'm in for a treat. Everybody knows I've known Miss Gwen for a long, long time, so she is allowed to pick on me. She is family. So, I mean, the next thing I know, she's going to have my mom come and chat and tell you all stories about when we used to go to Hooters and stuff for pay-per-views. So, I should expect this. I should definitely expect this. But there is Buddy Rogers for you, Miss Jackie and Miss Cora. Now, if you want to go back to that time period, you got to talk about Gorilla Monsoon. Who else was in the 60s? I think that's probably when Terry Funk got started. I would not bring mom into this. I'm not grim. You're the host, so we're supposed to pick on you. That is true. That is true. I am the. I did this to myself. Okay, I brought back a show that brings me back to my glory days, my younger days. Trying to make myself feel younger. I just turned 38. Leave me alone. But I think Pat Patterson wrestled back in the 60s too. Yeah, Bruno Sammartino. I can't pull up any. There you go. Let's see if I can pull. This is an image. Save this real quick. Open file. Here you go. Here's an old school picture for you. Pull this up. Dating back to May 1963. World Heavyweight Championship. Bruno Sammartino versus Buddy Rogers. There you go. I think there was a pretty boy named George something like that. I'll have to look him up, Grim. But I figured I'd show this picture real quick. That is pretty cool. MSG just shows you how long Madison Square Garden's been around for. So let's see if I can find the one that Mr. Grimm is talking about. George. Well, yeah, George the Animal Steel. That's who you're talking about. George the Animal Steel. But he was a crazy mother. Trying to find a good picture of him to pull up for you guys. Hold on. WWF. I mean, well, now they have all these pretty female. Well, they realized that sex sells, Jackie. That's what it was. I mean, they curved it a little bit. Now they want to do that sex appeal, especially when McMahon was running the show. Let's see. Nope, not that one. I think it was George Steele was a teacher. But they shows him as a wrestler. King Kong Bundy, yep. My dad always used to tell me stories about King Kong Bundy. Gorilla Monsoon. Let's see. Is Gorilla Monsoon back in like a suit and tie? I never thought you would see something like this of a guy of this caliber, but there you go. The good old Gorilla Monsoon. And a lot of these actually took place right in South Jersey as well. Down at the old Coliseum in Cherry Hill, if I remember correctly. So, and then I will pull up a picture of King Kong Bundy for Mr. Grimm. Let's see. King Kong Bundy. He was a big boy. My mom saw him in a diner up where he lived. There you go. And here is Grimm's King Kong Bundy. Man, that's absolutely huge. I'd be scared to get run over by this guy. King Kong Bundy is Matt Black's brother. Matt Black, that last name sounds familiar as well. Heather's daughter been in school. Her dad was Sergeant SWAT. There you go. And then Jackie's like, I used to like watching wrestling when they had the tag team. But you had multiple tag teams back in the day. Car dealership in Pittman. I've driven past it. I know what you're talking about, sir. I got it now. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Well, if Jackie wants to talk tag team, well, quick. Okay. 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 This one is specifically for Jackie since she wants to bring up the tag team division. Andre the Giant was bigger than Money. Yeah, that is true. I mean, all the records have been beaten nowadays, but King Kong we put an old friend's card. There you go. That's not to be a friend, but who remembers these guys? Oh, you didn't know? You best better call somebody. That's probably one of the more how many written tag teams over the years. They were part of DX. Everyone who knows wrestling knows Degeneration X. You don't, you missed probably one of the best fractions ever to be created. I mean, these two were awesome. Yeah, the Road Dogg Jesse James and the badass Billy Gunn. And last I heard, bro, Billy Gunn's over in AEW now. Yep, AEW for his son. And Jesse James, I think, is working behind the scenes, if I'm not mistaken. That's the thing with most of these people. They say they're done with wrestling, but half of them are now working behind the curtain. I mean, you got Triple H as the COO, Michael Hayes, who was back in the day. Shawn Michaels is running NXT. I mean, these people may not be in the ring anymore, but they're still very much involved with the business. So, I mean, I know people have mixed feelings about how Triple H is doing with WWE. Why is my Facebook at stupid tonight? Huh, okay. I just saw your message, Grim. All good, all good. But sorry, folks, just messaging somebody real quick, taking care of a little side business. But yeah, speaking of AEW, who watches? Like, I mean, it is wrestling. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like AEW has too much to offer. Triple H is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. In April, he's in DX. We're not singling. Yes, they announced that yesterday, and I liked how they did that. They brought back. They let Shawn Michaels and Undertaker do it. Mark Calloway. I thought that was very classy. Because Triple H should be in as a singles wrestler. I mean, yes, he was part of DX, but what the man's done on his own single-handedly is incredible. So, I mean, it's well deserved for Triple H himself to be in the Hall of Fame as himself. I watch AEW. I like it. I try to get into it. I mean, it's cool that they have the people they have over there, but at the same time, like I feel like they have too much. Like you can't keep up with these people. Like Grim has said before, Tony Khan has a big toy bank. He just doesn't know how to use it. And some of these people you see maybe once every 2 months because they don't have the writers like WWE has, so they don't have the storylines like WWE has. I feel that's what lacks in AEW is the lack of telling the story. Grim says yes, he does. I know he does. Like, let me see if I can find something real quick. Hello, Kristen. Nice of you to join us. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just talking some old school wrestling, a little bit of current day stuff. Let's see if I can find a current AEW roster. Here we go. Let's see. Current AEW roster as of today. Let's see. We have a bunch of people I don't know. Adam Cole, Alex Rodriguez, Angelo Parker, don't know him. AR Fox, Austin Gunn, Big Bill, Cousin Crew. Hello, Kelsey. Nice to see you, cuz. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tonight we're talking about wrestling. So if you used to watch wrestling, if Chris used to watch it, Tonight is the night for you. But let's see, we have Big Bill, who used to be Big Cass. Yeah, I will present this actually. I can't get in trouble for pulling this up because it's just pictures. So here you go. Here is the actual current AEW roster as of yesterday. If I can get to that, maybe. Not interested. Okay, there you go. I hope you've had a great day. I've had a busy day. A lot of moving pieces coming to the show, changing some things around. So there is a lot more to come with the Basement Show. Okay, there we go. Let's close this out so you guys can see more. So let's see. I know Big Bill. That used to be Big Cass. Wait, Bobby Lashley's over there now. Brian Cage. Brody King. Why does that look like Braun Strowman? Brian Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan. Buddy Matthews, we all know him. Cash Wheeler sounds familiar. Who is the guy with the wild hair? What, this one? The Beast Mordius. Which one was the one? There's a lot of guys with crazy hair, Jackie. You gotta try to give me the name if you know it. Chris Jericho's still over there. I don't know how he's still part of that. Christian Cage, aka Christian in WWE back in the day. Claudio, aka Cesaro. Cope. Wait, he dropped his name all the way down to Cope. Up top looks greenish or yellow. Oh, this one? I don't know. Never heard of him. Abaddon? Never heard of him. So I can't help you. Looks creepy as all hell, though. I'm not going to lie. I might have nightmares now. Thanks, Jack. But Edge dropped his name just down to Cope. Really? Daddy ass Billy Gunn? Daddy ass? Are you kidding me? Come on. This guy's creepy. Danhausen. He's nuts. Who else do we know? Diana Perazzi. She's actually from South Jersey, believe it or not. Don Callis, piece of shit. Sorry. Britt Baker, who they want to bring over to WWE so bad, but she just signed a long-term extension because she is with Adam Cole. So unfortunately, she's not going anywhere. Dustin Rhodes, we all know is Cody Rhodes' brother. Eddie Kingston. The glorious Maya May. Why does that sound familiar? Orange Cassidy, yep. He's down here. Hangman Adam Page. Jack Perry. Jake the Snake. WWE Hall of Famer. Jay Lethal. Jay White. Jeff Jarrett. I can't believe he's still freaking competing. Jim Ross, who I actually got to meet over the summer. John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, also got to meet him. Juice Robinson, Justin Roberts, another old WF guy. Keith Lee. Britt Baker and Adam Cole are no longer together. Well, good. Get Britt Baker over to WWF. Or WWE. Kenny Omega who's probably one of the best in the world. Yeah, Archer, Leo Rush. He's annoying, Pipsqueak. Briscoe. See, there's too many people involved. Alistair Black. He goes by Micaiah, doesn't he? Mercedes Monet, which is Sasha Banks. I think Alistair Black's on his way back. Most of those wrestlers are not there because they don't know how to use them. They have what, 3 TV shows a week? Morrow, which used to be Rusev. Have you watched wrestling when he was in it? MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, as we all know him, MVP. There's your Orange Cassidy. I hope so. I mean, I think he would have a good push in WWE if he did come back. Yeah, wrestling is on a lot. Yes. Luna. Okay. You got Pac, used to be Neville. Now there's only 2. They got rid of it. See, they're dropping shows and they have almost 200 people on their talent roster. How are you going to only have 2 televised shows with 200 people on a roster? That makes no sense. Pat Buck, Paul Wright, The Big Show. Renee Pago, Moxley's wife. Ricochet. Wait, I thought it was dumb he left WWE. Ruby Soho, a.k.a. Ruby Riot. Yeah, don't like me tonight. Samoa Joe, Soraya, a.k.a. Paige, who I got to meet. Yep, Big Show. Where's he at? That's Paul Wright. Right there. Because Tony Khan does not know what he is doing. Exactly. Thank you, Cora. Thank you, Miss Cora. That is a spot on comment. Oh, wait, Ad. Don't want to see you nowhere. Yeah, Sheldon Benjamin, Sky Blue, Swerve Strickling, Taz, Timeless Tony Storm, Tony Schiavone, who's a dipsqueak, Tony Nese, there's your dipshit Tony Khan, Wardlow, he's a freaking monster. And then Zack Knight. Like I said, there's no reason to only have 2 TV shows weekly and have this big of a talent roster. You can't use them all. Let's see. AEW World Championship. Moxley, we all know that one. So with the new wrestling, I know Cody holds the title right. Is that for SmackDown, Raw, or just in general, all of them? It's supposed to be for SmackDown. But they go back and forth with it. He's supposed to be on both shows. I don't know what they're doing anymore with it. It's so confusing. I hate how they split the belts up again. They should just have one unified champion. Nese was at CZW when we were going. That is true. Tony Nese, yeah. You're right, Khan is a dipshit. Thank you. Daniel Garcia. Bunch of people I don't know. Wow, they put the titles on Lashley and Sheldon Benjamin? Okay. Now, this is one I don't understand. Can someone please explain this division to me? AEW World Trios Championship. You have, what, 6-man tag teams now? You have to have a Trios division to have titles now? Come on. Like, that's what the tag team division's for. Stupid. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Grim. Is that Luna? No. Oh, what was her name in Because the group's like Dark Order? Okay, fair enough. Wait, is that Moro's wife? They put a belt on her? Everyone knows Mercedes Monet as Sasha Banks. Are you kidding me? Wait, what? She can't even wrestle. Oh my lord, my mind is blown. Oh my god, I need to quit. I quit. I quit. Graham, this is your show now. I quit. Oh my god. How are you? How? Oh my god. You can't put a belt on someone that doesn't know how to wrestle. What the hell is wrong with- Especially with that caliber. AEW Women's World Championship. That's so stupid. Oh man. Love you, Johnny. Gotta go. Bye, Kristen. All right, let's see now if I can find. Let's see. Okay, now here is the current WWF roster. Let's go through this one. Oh, my button. Oh. All right, let's pull this one up real quick. So here is your current WWE roster. Let's see. We'll hide that real quick. All right, here we go. So now you have 241. Khan just lost him out. Major talent to WWE. Who did he lose to WWE? I mean, I know they're always basically like interswapping each other to some degree. Trying to make this easy for you guys to see. Let's see. Adam Pearce, we all know, is general manager of SmackDown. AJ Styles, who me and Grim have met in the past. Akam, he's a monster. Tazawa, small ass dude, but I love him. I mean, I find him hysterical. I can't remember his name now. Okay. If you think of it, let me know. Lori! How's Miss Lori doing tonight? Hopefully nice and warm. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself shoveling tonight. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Pleasure to see you. And after, I can't wait for her to come back. I miss Alexa Bliss. The new luchador they just signed. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. He'll be on here. Let's see. Andrade, he came back from going back to AEW. Ariana Grace just signed a long-term deal. Penta. There you go. Cora's got it. Penta. Thank you, Cora. Let's see. Grace. Oh, Oscar, who is currently injured. Austin Dipshit Theory. I hate this guy. I don't know how you guys feel about him. I can't stand Austin Theory. For the life of me. He needs to go away. Bailey. Bianca Belair. Big Bronson Reed. It is just a shame he got hurt. Because I think they would have pushed him big time. Yep, Braun Strowman's back on the active roster. Yep. They wrote off Big E. You're welcome. Hope his brother comes to WWE. You never know. They might. for Davenport, Blake Howard, the good old Booker T. Can't you dig that, sucker? Therapy and Waller have to go. Yes. That is true. Braun Strowman, Breeze. I don't know why they have him on this roster still. I mean, it says inactive. I get it, but is he really even still under contract? Braun Breaker, absolute monster and a half. Awesome bloodline, too. If anyone knows, remembers the Steiners, that is the spawn of Scott Steiner. No. Was it Scott or Rick? It might be Rick Steiner. But he is a monster. Bubba Ray Dudley. Byron Saxtick, he can go too. Candice LeRae. Carlito, I spit on you. He's part of Judgment Day. He really hasn't done much since he came back. I thought he would get that a much bigger push. Carmella. I didn't know she was still on the roster. I thought she was gone. Cedric Alexander. Another little pipsqueak. In some way, okay, people can really hate me when I say this, but in some way, Chad Gable reminds me of Drake Maverick was back in the day. He's Ricky's son. Thank you guys. I knew he had the Steiner blood in him. I knew that. But yeah, Chad Gable reminds me of Drake Maverick back in the day. Charlotte Flair injured again, more plastic surgery. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. CM Punk back where he belongs. I know people have a really bad opinion about CM Punk, but I am happy to see him back in WWE. I can't stand Chad neither. You're not alone, sir. Cody Rhodes, we just talked about him being the WWE champion. Corey Graves. This one's interesting. We all know he is with Carmella. They just had a kid together, got married. I think he's on his way out. I think Corey Graves is on his way out of the company. Corey hates Punk. Hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, I mean, if anyone has opinions, please feel free to share them. You won't get in trouble here. This is for everybody just to voice opinions. Some people like him, some people don't like him. So, Dakota Kai, she's injured again. Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, fucking complete psycho. Don't get me started on Punk. I'll try not to, Louis. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Because he got injured and cost him his career. Okay. I mean, you say so. I mean, I just, hey, here's a lump sum of cash. Get the hell out. But, guess I don't make the rules. But Dexter Lumis, he's a creepy ass motherfucker. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Great bloodline. We know where he came from. But, like, the whole I will porn stash. Sorry, Dom, but it's not cool. And he actually apparently just got hurt this past week, from what I read. But I mean, if he cleans up his act, I think Dom has potential. He's too wrapped around right now. Trainer at the center broke Corey's neck. Damn. I hope the trainer got fired. Drew McIntyre is the Scottish psychopath. I mean, it's pretty fucking crazy. I don't know. Eric Rowan, fucking monster. I'm happy to see him part of that Wyatt 6. I mean, that is a up-and-coming faction still, but it's awesome to see him part of that faction no matter what. Eric. He might be one of the Viking Raiders, I think. I like Drew. Yeah, Drew's good. They don't use him the way they should. And Baylor, he's hurt now too. Damn. Fukunawa. This guy used to get the fucking twitch back from hell back in the day. There's a Grayson Waller. Grim says he can go. Gunther, the ring general, who is the current heavyweight champ, which I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that was the right call. He is a monster. He is hard to beat. Is he beatable? Yes. But is he a good champion? I think so. I like him having a belt on him. They need to take him back to when Drew. That is true. That was you're going back almost what 12 years, sir. Call, don't know him. Eyeball, there you go. That guy's a monster. I mean, now I'm waiting for her to get a push. I think it's coming sooner than later. Io Sky. Jacob Fatu. Another crazy ass person who, for his size, is absolutely incredible. Some of the moves he can do is crazy. Jade Cargill, who came over from AEW. She's been out for a hot minute. JD McDonough, who everyone thought broke his neck on Monday night. You didn't see that spot. Ooh. Oh. Jesse Ventura. Jimmy and Jay Uso. You still have them split up. I'm surprised. There's your boy. I think Jade was a waste of money so far. Well, she got hurt. I mean, she is. I wouldn't say out of her league. I mean, I don't think we've seen her full potential yet. So when she comes back, you might. But there's your buddy Joe Gacy, sir. Grim knows Joe Gacy. Mr. John Cena going out after this year. Hopefully doesn't get the accolades he's probably going to get, but she could be great in WWE too. They just got to use her right. I hate Cena. Can't wait till he retires. I want to say he's out by WrestleMania core. I think. Johnny Gargano. Julius Creed. Corey saying she is a lunatic. She's a tiny little thing, but damn, she is feisty. I didn't know Corey Anderson was still around. Karrion Kross, they don't use him the way they should. Kevin Owens, KO. Kind of getting tired of him. Kofi, again, kind of if about him. He was good when he first started. Now Cena is just a fill spot, and that's all he's going to be for the rest of his career. He's going to be used to push the talent over the top. LA Knight, I always sold on him. Yeah. LA Knight, yeah. There's your lovely Liv Morgan. Yeah, I'm gonna work for her, yeah. I could look into Liv Morgan's eyes all day long, I swear. Logan Paul, kiss my ass and get the hell out of WWE. I just don't know what it is, but Logan Paul just like irks me the wrong way. And it's like, yeah. Never talk to you. Who is doing the best LA Knight impersonation. Never talk to you. Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah. But can we all agree that Logan Paul sucks? I see Corey beat me to it. She says she hates Logan Paul. I hate him with a passion. Just go. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Here's your check. Don't come back. Take prime with you too. Ludwig Kaiser. He's a evil though. I mean, I kind of see the potential in him a little bit. He's actually killing me. Michael Cole, yeah. Yeah, I know. Logan Paul's not going anywhere. I just saw that. Michael Cole, one of the greatest to ever announce. The Miz, awesome. Miz isn't so awesome anymore though. His time is up. You ask me, it might be time for Miz to say, "Okay, I've had enough." Kaiser isn't being used right now, and that's a shame because they build him up and then they squash him. I don't get it. Mox has 4. Naomi, another one that left and came back. Logan Paul sucks big time. Yes, agree with that. Well, Naomi went to what was that? TNA after her and Sasha did that whole walkout thing, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then she came back, but Sasha didn't. Natalya, Nia Jax, another one I can't stand, but will be shoved down your throat because of a relationship to Roman Reigns. Nick Aldis, Nikki Cross, Omos. Now, here's a funny dude. Back when he was in that tag team, they were hysterical. Then he had the whole thing with Mandy Rose. I find Otis hysterical. He's another one that like you can't take serious, but if you actually did, he could be something. Nia is dangerous in the ring. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly, sir. My boyfriend hates Nia Jax. I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people can't stand her, honestly. Pat McAfee. Oh, wait. I got one for this one. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My name is Paul Heyman. Love Paul Heyman. If I ever had a chance to meet Paul Heyman, I so would. I think it'd be awesome as hell to meet Paul Heyman. Paul Triple H Levesque. There's your Penta. R-Truth. Randy Orton. That's another one that is surprisingly surprising. Because he's inactive. How much longer does he hold on for? Because you're talking about someone who had multiple infusions done in his back and neck. Rey Mysterio, I think he's hanging it up soon. He's a nice guy. I met him back in ECW. That's awesome. I'm jealous of him. I am jealous. We all know about Rhea Ripley. The man that ended Big E's career, Ridge Holloway, dumped him on his neck. The good old Rock. Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn. Seth frickin' Rollins. Whoa. Shawn Michaels. Sean Fuse came back. Nice. Shayna Baszler, never liked her. Sheamus is another good one. Shinsuke Nakamura. They re-amped that character. He is one creepy ass motherfucker now. So Sokoa, Sonya Deville, another one from the South Jersey area. She actually went to school out in Tabernacle back in the day. Tamatanga, Tamina. Yeah, I'm surprised. Unless they have him with Uncle Howdy. Stephanie Stratton, Thomas Chopper. Yep, Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas. There you go. Yeah, I know who Bo Dallas is. It's Bray Wyatt's brother. I knew that, sir. Trick Williams. I love that mask, though. So cool. I've got some bad news. Xavier Woods. Zoe Stark has potential, I think, but I don't think they're going to use her the right way. And Zelina Vega can never stand. So there is your WWE roster, which has more than AEW, but is used the right way. It's just crazy that like a company like the WWE has more people than AEW does, but at the end of the day, they use them much better. Just wanted to say hi. Weather has been a lot these past 2 days. See everyone tomorrow. Good night, Lloyd. Good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Like I said, don't trouble if you don't have to. Have somebody else do it. The roster is stacked, but again, not using the talent right. Always the same people in the same matches. That is true. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. I feel that's where they need to change things up a little bit. How many times can you shove Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins down your throat, or Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn down your throat? I mean, it gets tired. It's repetitive. You have these other people. Use them. And that's what was better about the old school bit back in the day. It's like I said, every single night you had the matches that were main event caliber. Let's see. I am back for a little bit. Welcome back, Troy. Yeah, just missed a breakdown of both rosters. I had brought up the AEW roster, and I just brought up the current WWE roster. We were just going over who's on the rosters and stuff, chit chatting about that. Let's see. There's so many people on the roster. That is true, Jack. There are a lot of people on the rosters for sure. So the next thing I found is a list of people who are going to be in the Royal Rumble. Let me see if I can find a list to this ad. No, don't want that one. Who agrees with Jackie that there's too many people? I think the other one I had better. Hold on. I lost my list, people. I had a list, but was it? There you go. Now, according to Forbes, confirmed male entrants for the 2025 Royal Rumble match on the men's side. You had LA Knight announcing it on the 3rd of January. John Cena, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth frickin' Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Penta, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, and Carmella Hayes. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger, and I will pull it up on screen. So this is what I was just reading off of. So those in chat are going to read it. Shit stain Nakamura. Yeah, something like that. But here is your confirmed entrance for the Royal Rumble. So I think this is only 25 names. So technically, your Royal Rumble is 30 competitors. They'll probably announce a couple more tomorrow night during SmackDown. And then you also always have the surprises. I mean, everybody likes a good surprise entrance, even if it does scare the shit out of you. As long as they don't push Roman Reigns, I'm happy. All right, so now we got confirmed female entrance. Here you go. Let's see. This one only has 10 names announced. So this one has a little bit more work to do than the men's side. So far you have Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair. Rumor is Taker will be there as American Badass. You never know. I mean, he did show up to the Netflix premiere as the American Badass, so you never know. Doink the Clown. I remember him. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Laura Vaca, I think that's how you say her name, Ivy Nile, and Ivy Sky. So the women need a lot more entrants. Brock Lesnar, that's another good one. I mean, that's what, like I said, that's what's the fun part about the Royal Rumble, because you never know. Like, I went to the 2015 Royal Rumble, and the three that we were Bubba Ray Dudley came out. His pyro literally almost scared the shit out of me because we were sitting right next to where they come out at, and the pyro was shot right over my head and then exploded. Then you had Boogeyman, which I know new people might not know who Boogeyman is, but Boogeyman was a character back in the day that would give you the bejeebus. He would scare the living hell out of you. And then the last one that year was no more than Diamond Dallas Page. Bang! Sorry. And then they didn't have the women's one that year. Then 2028, which, if you look, stand up for a second. I am actually wearing that shirt tonight. This is from 2018. The Royal Rumble was on my birthday. So, I mean, that was cool to be at the Royal Rumble on my birthday. That is also the year of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Who was it that year? I want to say, yeah, Asuka won it. And then after the match, Ronda Rousey made her debut with the WWE that night. And then Shinsuke won the men's Royal Rumble that year. Love your shirt. Thank you, Cora. I actually have a lot of wrestling shirts. So I will sport a new one every single time we do the show. I got a couple event shirts, a couple old ones. I have probably about like 6 or 7 of them. I used to buy them a lot. But yeah, this Royal Rumble was January 2018. Which, if you want, see if I can find something real quick. Might have, let's see. I don't. Damn. Let's see. Let me see if I can manage my post real quick. (2018). I have a lot of shirts. Also, I hope I don't think Vanda's going to show up. I think she's done. Who has a lot of shirts. Also, I missed my DX jersey. You want bye-bye in the fire? I want to see if I can find one for you, sir. Oh, I do have them. There you go. Go to the front of this real quick. I have more AEW shirts than WWE. Surprising. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull these up. I own these pictures. These are pictures I took on my own. So if I get smacked, I will fight it. See if I can make them a little bit bigger for you guys. Probably the best I'm going to be able to do. I apologize if these are small, but these are from the 2018 Royal Rumble. Oh, wait, here you go. So this was after the match had concluded. Charlotte was the one champion, Alexa Bliss, and then Asuka. Asuka just won the women's one that year. And then there is good old Ronda Rousey. My seats weren't the best. How was it in person? I mean, it was alright. I didn't like my seats all that much because we were sitting on the side. So I prefer to sit like straight on. So that way you get more of like the entrance ramp and all that. You can see the entrances better and all that. So I mean, where we were sitting at, we were second level, we were front row, so like on an angle, looking down at the ring. So wasn't bad. Yeah, a good sight line of the ring and all that. Just not being able to see the side of the entrance way kind of sucked. But it was a fun night. It was on my birthday, so Can't complain. Went to the very first SmackDown in Philly. There you go. I actually have a couple old ticket stubs. I'll pull my SmackDown pictures up after this one, but all right, Jack's meeting people up. So, like I said, Jackie, if you look at this picture, like here's the entrance way right here. This is where they walk down. So this black thing that you see is the stage. So we call it the superstars that they got right about here. The only thing that sucked about our view is you had this glass panel that when you walk out into the section, it keeps you from going over. Charlotte Flair's entrance. There you go. Smash. I got that video. Yeah, you watch. This table didn't break properly. I need to go SmackDown sometime. If you go see it live, you don't want to be super close because you can see and hear everything that you normally see on TV, but it look real on TV. Being close, you can see the pulled punches. That is very true, sir. Oh, and there goes Kane through the table. He actually fucked himself up doing that. Seth got screwed that night because Jason Jordan had a bum neck, so that was a squash match, if you ask me. Randy Orton. I always wonder was the table and chair hitting real. Some of it was, yes, back in the day. Nowadays, I would say not so much because of all the CTE, concussions, stuff like that. So I would say it was probably more real back then than it is now. I don't know if Grim and Corey agree with me, but that'd be my assessment. That that's actually the old scoreboard in the Wells Fargo Center. Now, if you go to an event there, the thing is like a full flat screen TV. It's nuts. Corey says she agrees with me. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. There are no direct shots from chairs. Used to be, not so much anymore. I forget if this one had pyro or not. I don't think it did. Oh well. We'll move on. AJ Styles, back when they had the 2-on-1 handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship. Hey, look, it's Mr. Nash wearing his Dean Ambrose shirt. Yes, I was a big Dean Ambrose fan back when he was with WWE. And most people pull their arms up when it is a headshot. That is true. Yep. Grimm's exactly right. The revival. There's a good picture of a seat, Jackie. You were asking how it was in person. So, like I said, you had a little bit of a blockage with the glass panel. You saw the entrance way. You see the full ring, which is good. But then this is the part you really want over here, because this is the stage. So you get all like your different video angles and stuff like that. So that's where you're missing out by sitting on the angle like this. You don't get to see the full thing. But other than that, it was awesome. I am back. I went to Walmart. My son decided to dump juice all over my bed and the laundromat is closed, so I couldn't wash myself. Gotta love kids, Steph. Gotta love them. The place looks packed. Oh yeah, it was a full house. It always sells out like crazy there. And the chair across the back, if you look at it right, you can see the chair hit the mat. That is true also. Very true, sir. The Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys were the best tag teams. Yeah, that is definitely really two good ones. I mean, I was a big fan of Christian and Edge. The three of those teams were like electric. I like the New Age Outlaws back in the day. So, I mean, you got a lot of good tag teams to float around about. That one's bad. Pictures of the men there. You have Vicky Guerrero, there's Ronda, Asuka, Beth Phoenix. I forgot she was in that match. Ember Moon, Jacqueline. All right, let me see if I have these still. Hold on. Since Grim brought up SmackDown, I know I have an album with these. It's great to watch, but hanging at CZW training facility, you'll see all the tricks. Yeah, I mean, we had fun though. We definitely had a lot of fun back then. DX was great. Yep, that's another good one. Let's see. Photos. Albums. There you go. Now, these are really bad because they're from a very old phone, so I apologize in advance. But you also had, I've been to SmackDowns, I've been to a couple of Raws. So this was actually a SmackDown from way back in the day. Just like I said, back then SmackDown was on Tuesday night. So you actually went to the live show Tuesday night. Then you would wait till Thursday for it to be released. So you could make bets for people. Hey, I bet you she wins, or hey, I bet you he wins. Nowadays, everything's live, which is much better than it was back then, if you ask me. Could stare at her all day. That's back when Paige was a tiny, skinny mini. Let's see, Michael Cole, JBL, Legion of Doom. There you go. Animal Draws. That's a throwback tag team. These seats were a little bit better because you're more center of the ring, so I got to see the full screen as well. Hey, there you go. So, I know this picture is very, very blurry, and I apologize, but it's going to make you laugh. Maybe I get caught up. There you go. So, in this picture, you have Jimmy and Jay Uso right here. Back when they looked like the Hawaiian Usos. So, back when they first started. And then in this corner, you have Goldust and Stardust. Yeah, China did have a problem. So it's definitely a shame she passed away. Do I remember the tag team Natural Disasters? That might have been before my time, sir. That might have been before my time. But yeah, that's the individual word the mouth says was Cody Rhodes back then. Good old Stardust. I always thought it was funny that Earthquake and Typhoon. I had to look them up. You're so crazy. There you go. Who remembers that? That was also another WWE show. That was aired late Saturday night. WWE main event. think they still do it once in a while. I don't think they do it often, but man, my pictures are bad. Whew. You can just tell how old the phone is. Now they also did some NXT that night too. Oh, there you go. But there's a picture of the ring before the night started, and like I said, much better of an angle to see the entire ring and the stage. I actually was given these tickets for free. Thank you, Corey. After for next week, I've been to a couple Monday Night Raws as well, so I will dig up some of my Monday Night Raw photos. I have been to a couple of those as well. Now going back to what Glenn was saying, earthquake and typhoon. Earthquake and here you go. The natural disasters with let's see. Oh. Why do you keep giving me that same one? Yeah, can't go wrong with them watching them in their tights. You know, Jackie, you sound like every other female. But there is earthquake and typhoon, the natural disasters. So this is bringing up Grimm's comment from earlier. So, I mean, there you go. That is an old school tag team. Typhoon went by Tugboat also. Didn't know that. Did not know that. See, you guys are teaching me something too. That's what's funny. Like I was talking to somebody earlier, like, yeah, you can talk about today's wrestling all you want and all that, but like the old school wrestling is what made the industry what it is today. So I was like, hey, I could take a Turnbuckle Thursday, kind of tie in like a throwback Thursday type vibe, and you can mix the two shows together. So you can talk about current day, old school, and stuff like that. It just makes for a very flowing conversation. Tugboat's outfit was horrible. Now I gotta find a picture of Tugboat. Let's see. Here, I'll just leave it up so you guys can see it. Tugboat. What in the hell? What? What is this? 384 pounds of raw powder. Holy shit. Popeye the Sailor Man. Doot doot. Jackie's like, oh my god. I'm thinking the same thing. Like, whoa. That is how he looked. If I looked like that, I mean, you might as well just, okay, take me out there now. He wasn't lying. No, Grim normally doesn't lie. Grim will tell you pretty straightforward. Oh no. He did the toot toot with his arm. No. Oh, now I gotta see if I can find this. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. I got. Let's see. Oh God. Let's see. That's why didn't join me as a host. It was the start of his finisher. Okay. Well, since we're talking about alumni, okay. Yeah. If you're going to talk about Tugboat, okay, who he reminds me of, okay, one of the most craziest guys in the whole land. Ho! I think it was the Tugboat Splash. There you go. But you want to talk about old school? Here you go. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah, cool. I have to send you the pictures. You can look at it more closely. But the SmackDown I was at, you had Cody and Dustin as Gold Dust and Stardust. That was a tag team that was facing the Usos in those pictures. I wonder if they make a lot of money nowadays. They do, yes, they have to, because they're on the road. What 300 days a year? I mean, another crazy tag team, the Bushwhackers. Yes, the Bushwhackers were great. Bushwhackers were epic. But let's see. To answer Jackie's question, Hacksaw is old school. He still looks good. He does, yeah. Let's see. So to answer Jackie's question about this, I wonder if they make a lot of money. Well, Jackie, you're about to find out. You're in luck. This is their current salaries from last year. So I'll skip the top one because Brock Lesnar's not anywhere around. Best tag team ever, I think it was the Briscoes. Briscoes were funny. The Stooges. But we won't count Brock Lesnar. So Roman Reigns makes $5 million per year. Randy Orton, $4.5 million. AJ Styles, $3.5 million. Becky Lynch in the last year of her contract made $3 million. Seth Rollins, $3 million. The Undertaker, even though he hasn't wrestled in a couple years now, $2.5 million. Okay. The Miz, $2.5 million. Kevin Owens, $2 million. Braun Strowman, $1.2 million. Sheamus, $1 million. Drew McIntyre, $1 million. Bianca Belair, $500,000. Liv Morgan, $250,000, and that's just her salary. A lot of these superstars have incentives in their contract that they get X percent of their merchandise sales as well. The wrestlers are very well taken care of. However, yeah, let's see if I can find it. Okay, so Punk signed a lucrative deal back in 2023 when he came back. We all know he made his return at Survivor Series in 2023, and it has him with the company until at least November 2026. So a 3-year deal. His annual WWE salary alone is $2.2 million. So Punk's rating at $2 million range. But what you also got to keep in mind, okay, these people are on the road 250, 300 days out of the year. They have to book their own flights. So they have to fly commercially everywhere they go. Unless they're going overseas to like Saudi Arabia or something, then WWE will help them out. But they have to fly across country, got to pay for your own hotels and stuff, your own food. You pay for your wrestling gear to get tailored how many times a year. All these public appearances you got to make. So that salary might seem a lot, but when you actually really break it down, how much are you really making in a year? So let me do a number real quick. So we'll go with CM Punk, $2.2 million. Divided by, we'll say roughly 250. So if you really think about it, he's only per day making $8,800. Now again, like I said, some wrestlers get the agreement clause in their thing that they're gonna get part of their merchandise sales, so that helps bump them up. Their appearances, they gotta pay for that, so they get an X amount per appearance. They make money for autograph signings they do. So some of these superstars make a lot more than just a salary. Like I think Undertaker owns like 75% of his merchandise thing. The Rock, look how much he just bought into himself. All his trademarks, his merchandise. Rock's probably worth about $25 million by himself. So, I mean, it's just endless. But like, really think about it. These people are away so often that like, how do you even sustain a home life? And honestly, if you really look at WWE, AEW, most of the talent winds up being together. Like I know Corey said earlier that Adam Page and Adam Cole and Britt Baker are no longer together. But John Moxley and Renee Paquette, they're married. Triple H and Stephanie, they're married. Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, they're married. So like the WWE is like a close knit family that these wrestlers wind up just getting together and starting their own family. They get married and stuff because you're constantly with that person. Why not? Like for the longest time, Bo Dallas and Liv Morgan were together. I recently just read that they split that off, but still, like you'd never hope. Cool is absolutely right. Superstars are never home. So just keep. If you want to still sign up, Jackie, be my guest. But get ready to A, travel a lot, and B, never be home. Uso and Naomi, yeah, that's another one. Natalya and Tyson Kidd. I mean, I'm sure the a whole list of them. Let's see. Punk AJ Lee up. They've been together for a while. Oh, here you go. Here's an interesting one that I just found on this site. I would never have guessed this. Check this one out. Ms. Maurice Show. Tiffany Stratton and Ludwig Kaiser are a couple. Wow. I never would have guessed that one. With Davenport, yep, Charlotte Flair and Andrade, they got married. Don't know who that is. Everyone knows about. Did not know that, neither did I, Cora. Scarlett and Karrion Kross, we all know about that one. Zelina Vega and Micaiah Black. I didn't know they got married. Okay. Everyone knows about Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews. Braun Breaker and Easy Dim. Never heard of that one. Everyone knows about this one. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. They have a kid together. They know about this one either. Keith Lee and Mi Chin. They know that one. That one's surprising. Keith Lee's a big boy, man. Big boy. Carmella and Corey Graves. We all know about that one. She slipped in while he was still with his ex-wife. Maria Kanellis. Yep, Mike Bennett. Carmella Hayes, Amy Keelan Jordan, didn't know about that one. Maxine Dupree. Valhalla and Eric. Sarah Logan. Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett. Oh, Mike Kanellis, whatever his name is. Nick Aldis and Mickey James. I didn't know they were married. Okay. Interesting combination. Tyson Kidd and Natty. Yep. This one surprised me when I found this one out. Brock Lesnar and Sable. And I'm sorry, but if you see Brock Lesnar's daughter, run. I never knew they got together. Edge and Beth, yep. Here's your Tyson Kidd and Natalia. They've been together for a very long time, I think. So Michelle McCool and Undertaker. CM Punk and AJ Lee. We all know about that one. Or Phillip Brooks, as it goes by in real life. Jimmy Uso and Naomi. We all know that one. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Stephanie and Triple H. We know about that one. Eddie Thorpe and Dakota Kai. Brandy and Cody Rhodes. Everybody knows about that one. There's Miz and Maurice. Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. This one still cracks me up. I'm sorry. Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera. Such a weird one. Such a weird couple. Yep, Triple H cheated on China with Stephanie. Yep, that was a whole big scandal back in the day. You're right about that, Cora. I think that might be about it. Finn Balor. Man, my guy knows actually how to smile. Holy shit. Gunther. Yep, Cena finally got married. I know that. Killian Dane. Nikki Cross. And then these two were just, it was in a book. I'm sure it was. Everyone knows who Matt Cardona is. There you go. Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green, sir. You asked for it, and there you go. He was Zack Ryder in WWE. Woo, woo, woo. Well, do it with me, sir. Woo, woo, woo. Grim's out of the fire laughing at me like, no. There you go. Yep. Zack Ryder and Chelsea Green. It's Chelsea Green. Where am I done? Oh, there's no more. Damn, Cassie Lee. Hello, beautiful. Queen Shamel. Booker T, and that is it. That is your couples in WWE. And there's a lot of them. 47 real life couples. There you go. Boom bang, boom bang. I don't know. Corey, that one's up in the air. I mean, I kind of like Sam Irving. I mean, I think she got a bad rap. Devil was with someone too, I think. Oh yeah. Sonya Deville? Well, Sonya Deville came out as a lesbian. Yeah, she is Tony Casano. Let's see. So Tony Casano is a fitness model, trainer, and influencer. So she was probably a trainer for Deville back in the day, and they recently tied the knot. So don't think she had any affiliation to WWE. I could be wrong though. That and who's the other one? I want to say it was her. Hold on. No, okay. She Piper Niven, I thought came out as a lesbian as well, but no, she came out as bisexual. Much different. But let's see. Let's see. I'm just checking one more thing. If I can find it. So it looks like as of now, you only have 4 confirmed matches for Saturday night. You have Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens battle in a ladder match for the Undisputed WWE Championship, which is going to get really physical because those two have turned up the heat on the rivalry the last couple of months. Then you have the men's Royal Rumble match, women's Royal Rumble match, and then a WWE Tag Team Champions DIY versus Motor Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I mean, I don't know. I might watch it. I might not watch it. I don't know yet. It is the Royal Rumble, so like I said, you always have the surprises coming back. But it honestly really doesn't jump out at me like it used to. Maybe I'll watch a little bit. I don't know. I thought there was more matches. I was gonna go over it, but not worth it. But anything else that you guys would like to chit chat about? If not, we can wrap it up. Call it a night tonight. Get everybody off to bed. It is almost 9:30. We started at 7:30 tonight instead of our normal 8 o'clock. So the 2 hours has come and gone. And per usual, you guys are awesome in chat. I cannot thank you guys enough for night in, night out, hanging out with us here on the Basement Show. It is truly awesome. You guys are awesome. I don't know if anyone in the chat has anything else that they would like to talk about. I will leave the floor open to you guys for a couple minutes if you want. If not, let me know and I will close the show out. I enjoyed the show. Thank you, Cora. Something different. I mean, Graham is heading to his coffin early again. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, sir. Hopefully next week after it you can join me in the studio and we can chit chat about wrestling and stuff. Yeah, it would be cool. Because we have a lot coming. I won't go into full details tonight, but there is a extra hour added on for tomorrow night. Hope it keeps going. It will. This show will be a weekly thing. It probably won't be 7:30 every Thursday night. I would think it was just a special one tonight. I'm thinking it's going to be Thursdays, but I think it's going to be later in the night. Keep it going on Thursdays though, hence the name Turnbuckle Thursdays. But yeah, the show is not going anywhere, and I'm saying it tomorrow night, big night. So make sure you stay tuned to the post tomorrow so you don't miss out on that. That's one that you don't want to miss. Don't want to miss. And then starting next Monday, we have more coming to the Basement Show. Not going to tell you what, but you are going to have to look out for it. Tell you right now, there's a lot more coming. We're growing and growing each and every day. So we need you guys in chat to help us out with that any way you possibly can. I'm actually looking at it right now and like, geez, that really happening? And yeah, it's really happening. We have new plot for tomorrow night. There's a new early show on Mondays. And there will be another new early show on Wednesdays. So I won't release what just yet, but there is more coming. So if you see something new, something that jumps out at you, share it with your friends. Again, we're constantly adding new things to this, trying to get more people involved. So you in the chat are important. Tell your friends about us. Let them know what the Basement Show is all about. So I will tell you one thing for sure next week. You will have 8 shows to look forward to. 8. So that's 5 and then 3. The other part, the one part you will see tomorrow night, but the new one Monday and Wednesday, you will have to tune in to find out what it is and who is running the show. But other than that, I'm going to do my closeout. You guys have been absolutely amazing tonight. I can't get over that enough. Just saying that makes me feel good. It puts a smile on my face to know that this show is growing rapidly every single week. And you guys are in here supporting the show one way or another. That is just absolutely amazing. Like last night, we moved Entertainment Night to Wednesdays, and it was a hit. We had a lot of fun. We're actually going to have more fun with that. I have a list of people who want to come in studio and be on Deal or No Deal. So we're going to do it as like a game show. So if you want to get your name on the board and take your chance at winning, let me know. I'm going to start pulling people one by one, getting them in the studio with me. We're going to have a lot more fun on Entertainment Night with that. So that is on Wednesdays now. I will tell you that. And that makes room for Turnbuckle Thursdays. But let me do my quick closeout. So I don't bore people to death real quick. Holmes Customs. Please go check them out on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. It is a free way to support Rev and Mrs. Grimm. They do wonderful work. They make a lot of the stuff with love, as they say. So we ask that you go over and support them at Holmes Customs on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And they always say, if you can dream it, they can make it. So please go over, show them some support. I know I've gotten stuff from them. Cora's gotten stuff. Jackie's gotten stuff. Spawn's gotten stuff. They come highly recommended. I promise you that you will not be disappointed with the product that they put out. So please go over and show Holmes Customs some love and support. Next, we have the basementshowlive.com. This way we can say goodbye to social media. We can move on past all the copyright bullshit and do our own thing when we want, how we want, when we want. the biggest problem right now we are seeing is having a chat feature on the website. So until that time comes, I can figure that out. We will be staying right where we're at on the site we use, so that way we can reach people on Facebook and YouTube, so we don't lose our audience, because you guys are absolutely amazing. But hopefully coming sooner than later, you will have the Basement Show live.com, which will have host bios, homeless customs, everything. Dropping in to say hello. I'm at work. Hello at work. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi, Heather. Always a pleasure to see you. Don't work too hard. That's all I can say about that. I'm on vacation, so I've been working too hard even though I'm on vacation. But next, we have our show lineup. It says currently under construction, but I will tell you that the switches that we have made are here to stay for a while. So you have a new show Monday, followed by, I'm also hanging out on YouTube while I'm at work. Appreciate that. Thank you, Heather. So you're the one person on YouTube. I see you. But Monday nights, you will have a new show first, followed by the Grims. So you have two shows Monday night. Not going to tell you what the new one is Monday night, but stay tuned because that will be launching this coming Monday. Then after that, you will finish out the night with Rev and Miss Grimm on the Grims. So that is Monday night. Tuesday nights, we are keeping the Memories of Drago and Tink. Everyone knows what Memories of Drago and Tink is. Come in, tell stories. We support each other. We laugh. We cry. We support one another. We tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly in life. So that is the Memories of Drago and Tink, in honor of two kids that were taken from us way too soon in life. That is our way of keeping their names alive and helping us talk about it. Wednesday nights, again, you will have a new show first on Wednesday nights. I will tell you, I am the host for that night. So Wednesday nights, you are stuck with Mr. Nasper. Not one, but two shows. So I'm not going to tell you what the new show is just yet. But after the new show on Wednesday night, we are keeping entertainment night on Wednesday nights. So if you don't like the one show, you may want to come back, put a nightcap, and hang out for entertainment night. So Wednesday nights will be my night doing two shows, two different types of shows, and one of which will be entertainment night. The other one, you will have to stay tuned and see what it is. But get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday nights will be Turnbuckle Thursdays. Just Turnbuckle Thursdays. That will be with me, Graham, if you ever wants to join. If anyone else that likes wrestling wants to join, you're more than welcome to join us as well. Or just hang out and chat it up with us like you guys have done all night. You guys are absolutely amazing. And then Friday nights, starting tomorrow night, will now be 3 hours. I'm not going to tell you what the first part is. So you have to tune that in from X to X. And then right after that, you go into the Rev Grimm Show. Hello, a really big show. Gary, starting next week, we will be live 8 times for 8 different shows. 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 1 Thursday, and a 2-part Friday night. So there's a lot to come. And like I said, we're always adding new stuff all the time. So you always got to keep an eye out for the post, because you never know what's coming back, who's coming back. But we are not going to give out all the details just yet. So this is where this comes in. Make sure to follow the Basement Show on Facebook and YouTube. That way you never miss a live show. Because that is the 2 platforms we are streaming on right now, Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you follow one of those 2. And I have to get back to it. We're still on TikTok at The Basement Show with Mr. Nast. That is where we are doing our post. I have to get back on board with that. I've been slacking this week because I've been busy getting the other stuff ready. But that will return probably next week. So follow all 3 platforms. Tell your friends to check us out. The more the merrier. Everybody is welcome in chat. Everybody knows that. And yes, Gary, it is very interesting. Next, I see we have 7 tonight, which is absolutely amazing. And we ask you simply to please just drop a reaction. If it's anything we do, another podcast you watch, another show, please drop them a reaction. It is a free way to show support to the streamer who is doing the shows. And at the end of every show, I'd like to acknowledge whoever does drop a reaction. So make sure you get your reaction in before we end the show. That way you get your shout out. But only if you like what you're watching. If you don't like what you're watching, put the angry face. You won't hurt my feelings. I promise. Next, mark your calendars. June 5th through the 10th. If all goes well, I will be in Astoria, Oregon. All the way on the other side of the country. For a very special weekend, which is the Goonies 40th anniversary. Those who know me, Miss Grimm, Rev, my mom, my dad, my grandma, know I am obsessed with the Goonies. So I took some time off and I plan on being out there for the 40th anniversary weekend of the movie. And I will tell you, if it comes to foresight and it happens, there will be a lot here on the Basement Show to watch, check out, post, pictures, pop-ups, you name it. So mark your calendars June 5th through the 10th. So that way you know that Mr. Ness will be going out of his mind for a wonderful trip that he cannot wait to take. And I want to bring all you along for the ride with me. All right, our next one is our 2025 challenge to you to chat. So right now I am showing 5 people in chat. So I know one is me, but the other 4, I ask you to invite 5 of your friends to check us out on our next show. Then once you invite those 5 friends, have those 5 friends invite 5 of their friends to check us out. This is basically a word of mouth type of thing that we ask that people help grow the Basement Show. We get new people in here. We show people what we're all about, having fun, kicking back, and enjoying life. So that is what we ask of you to do. Invite 5 of your friends and tell your 5 friends to invite 5 of their friends. It's word association, it's word of mouth, whatever you want to think it is. That's how the Basement Show is going to grow. But we need your help to help us do it. So please and thank you in advance. Last couple, we have the gift of life. Consider becoming an organ donor and help save a life. Now, this is something that we have started recently, really advocating for, because AJ and Hope were both part of the Gift of Life program. AJ was a universal donor. Hope helped save the life in multiple ways. AJ's helped save the life in multiple ways. They are still helping to this day. So we ask everyone to consider it, that we all become organ donors to help save lives. Because regardless of what your belief is, when you pass away, your body parts could help save someone else. And on a daily basis, there's over 500,000 people waiting for some sort of transplant to this day. So we just ask that you consider becoming an organ donor and help save a life. You can do it right on the Gift of Life page. I am going to put a QR code on the Basement Show page. Or if you go get your license renewed, you can sign up for being an organ donor right at the DMV as well. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And our last 2 tonight are to help build awareness, build strength, and show the Grim Army is stronger than ever. And the first one is More Strong. Now, Morgan Pete came up with this a couple days after the tragedy, and it is just to show the strength that we are more strong. We are supporting Rev and Miss Grimm any way we possibly can with anything that they need upcoming. So we ask if you see this, please share it on your wall, in a message, on a post, in chat. Because at the end of the day, we are all more strong. And it says so on my bracelet that I wear every single day. And the last one is always the hardest. but the one that we are always trying to get out there as well. And that is hashtag justice for hashtag justice for AJ and Hope. The day is coming rapidly, quickly, that we will be supporting Rev and Miss Grimm as they go to get justice for two wonderful kids who were taken from us way too soon. And we know that we miss them every day. It's not fair. They should be here with us. So, more strong and hashtag justice for hope is just to build that army. Be in the corner when they need us. Stand behind them every way they need it. So, as I always say with the kids, they were always missed, they're always loved, and they're never forgotten. So, this is just a way that we have developed to keep their name alive and build awareness so there's more people out there that know about the story. So, again, if you see this, we ask that you please share it, whether it be in chat, on a post, etc. They're easy. Hashtag more strong, and then hashtag justice for AJ and Hope. It's always the hardest one to finish up the night with because you don't know what's right to say, what's not right to say. But at the end of the day, we are all one. We're all one family here, and we support our families one way or another. So please help out. And now my favorite part of the night, giving the shout outs to you guys in chat because you guys absolutely deserve everything. Whether if you watch us live or you go back and rewatch the show, you guys have been absolutely amazing. And the numbers speak for themselves. I'm not going to go into all that jazz, but thank you to everyone who does support our shows. It is absolutely amazing. Now, if you don't drop a comment or a reaction, I can't give you a shout out because I don't know you're here. So, unfortunately, I can only give a shout out to those who were here. So, first, I will go through the 9 reactions that we got tonight, which is absolutely amazing. So, on the likes, we had Gary, Allen, Lori, Jackie, Curtis, Cora, and Troy. Then on the heart side, we had a heart from Miss Heather Galt and Miss Grimm herself. So, that is 9 different people with reactions tonight. That is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you. I am going to make it number 10. I have not dropped my like yet. There you go. 10 reactions on the show tonight. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you all for those. They mean so much. They help us out a very lot. Very much so, more than you actually think. Now for our chat participants. We had a lot of people in chat tonight, so let's see who gets a shout out. Remember, I can only give you a shout out if you made a comment in chat. So if you're still looking and you want to say something in chat, either if you're on YouTube or Facebook watching still, you got last chance. But we had Troy, Spawn, Cora, Jackie, Grimm, Mrs. Grimm. Who else? So, I know a couple other people said something. Hold on. Going through. Oh, Kristen Miller. She dropped a hey. We had Cousin Crew stop in for a little bit. Alan Grimm, Miss Grimm, Lori. Lori stopped by tonight. I know she wasn't here long with us tonight, but she still did stop in. Appreciate that, Lori. Who else? Spawn. I know that. I said that already. Let's see. Heather Dart just popped in a couple minutes ago. She said she was watching while she was at work. She always does that. She looks. But she made sure to get her comment in, which is good, because that way she got the shout out. And Gary at the very end. 2 hours and 18 minutes for a relaunch night. That is absolutely amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you do watch the Royal Rumble, enjoy it this weekend. I've probably, like I said, watched some of it. So other than that, stay tuned. Make sure you follow the post so you don't miss a show. And remember, we have a special 1 hour launch tomorrow night before the Rev Grimm show. So make sure you tune in for that. Show us some support on that. We'll see if people like it. If not, we'll move on from it. But again, you guys are absolutely amazing. I thank you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, you guys make this a dream come true. Cora says, "Show you watching it. I will see you in chat then, Miss Cora." But for myself, Rev Grimm, Mrs. Grimm, we thank you for making the Basement Show what it is. We hope you guys all have a wonderful, safe night. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. Don't take any shit. And we will catch you on the next one. Have a good